ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Building with BdoubleO, and this is episode number 469. 469 episodes on this world, and we have done a lot, haven't we? Oh, we've done so much. I love it. I love it. Last episode, we worked on this area, this little hobbit hole bowl in the ground, where these villagers will reside. It's a huge improvement over what was here before, no question. Little bit of a sad thing that I don't think I addressed last episode, but that is going on now, is that we're in kind of this desert biome. I don't love that. We've got a lot of desert feel and flow going on here, and that's not so great. It's kind of gross, a little bit. So it changes the color of the grass to be something kind of nasty. But that's okay. That's okay. We're going to get by. Hey, we got a new boy. Okay. In due time. In due time. It's all coming together slowly but surely. Which one are you? You're my boy. Okay. Ooh, you get 2 lapis for what you do. That's a good deal, my man. That's a good deal. Okay. We'll remember the redstone. We won't do the redstone one. Are you new as well? Yeah, you're new. So I got 2 new villagers, and they are priests. And then, of course, we got that new blacksmith or toolsmith or whatever he is over there. So that's great. What else do you offer? Okay, good to know. Okay, good to know. About the same. So yeah, we're still working on building this place up with the villagers we want. Ideally, we get some nice villagers that are going to be very useful to us. But I've done a little bit for beautification here. There's a couple things we got to talk about before we get rolling today. So I worked out kind of a little pathway going up here, and I like the look of this. I think this is kind of nice. You know, if we put a little bit of a protection wall there, that could be good. Possibly. And like I was saying last episode, it connects up over to here, and then we can go down here as well. So that's all nice. You know, that's all good. We could potentially change this a little bit, but as of right now, I think we're in a good spot. I got a message from my good friend Generic B after this episode aired, and he suggested something. And I got to think about it a little bit. He said, you have unintentionally kind of set up the perfect little iron golem farm. And he is correct. He sent me some video of some of these iron golem farm tutorials. And it is. Basically, if we wanted to turn this into an iron golem farm, which if you don't know, I'm sure you do, but basically you get iron golems to spawn frequently, and then they drop down into a hole and burn up, and you just get tons and tons of iron from it. So we would need to have 8 doors on this side, 8 doors on this side, and this side. And then in the middle, we would have to have, I believe, a 16 by 16 area of water that's all flowing inward, and then drops down into a hole where the iron golems fall and die. So, and I believe we also do we have to trap the villagers? I don't know if that's very necessary. But that is cool. That is really cool. It would be cool to have like a really nice looking iron golem farm. But my concern is that we're not going to be able to really do what we want visually. So we've got 2 schools of thought that we have to consider when doing that. I mean, do we want to make sacrifices? I could make a pool here. You know, we could sacrifice efficiency and make a pool just the size we want with water flowing in the middle, and then a hole going down that the iron golems could fit under, which would have to be, you'd have to have at least 3 clearance above it, I believe. Why don't you hold still for just a second? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'd need 3. 3 tall. Something for him to go in and under. Yeah. So that would take, I mean, to get that to look good, would be difficult, I feel. So I'm not sure. That would be difficult. And then being able to get 8 doors on this side, 8 doors on this side, and this side, and especially this side where we have our entrance, it feels tough. Especially to get it to look nice. Feels like a tough, difficult job. So I think for now, that's something we can always resort to. But for now, I think we're just going to go looks-wise. We're going to get it visually looking how we want. And then try to go from there. We'll keep the iron golem thing in the back of our mind. So when we're building, we'll kind of try to like get things on all sides and maybe try to think about something in the middle here. But it won't be our initial main goal. Okay? That's kind of the idea. So we could go 2 directions today. We could beautify this area. Which is going to take, you know, I'm actually going to head over right now to get some bone meal. I know I have some bones somewhere, but this is close and easy enough. There's also this long stretch right here where I'm thinking about making a pretty large bridge going across over to the mainland there. That is another project that we could do today. Those are 2 things that I'm kind of feeling out a little bit if I want to do that or not. I'm not sure which direction I want to go. I think the bridge would be a little breakaway from what we have, but this project's only really an episode or 2 old, so I'm not really ready to depart from it and work on something else just yet. So we'll see. We'll see. Bunch of arrows in here, no bones. We'll just chill, just AFK here for a little bit. I could bring Wells Glazes in here to do his thing, but I'm going to take it easy for a little bit. Let them die and give me some nice bones. There's some arrows. How about the bones? There you go, boys. There you go. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. All right. I'm going to get some bones, and then we'll see which direction we take. I'm sure we're going to do some beautification. We'll see where we go, though. All right, let's start out with some beautification. Let's do it that way. We'll start there and we'll see where the road takes us. I've got quite a bit of bone meal. Excuse me. I'm trying to record something for my friends. Excuse me. Think you're so smart? You got an amazing trade for me? Doesn't look like it. Then what are you doing here? I've already traded with you. What do you want? You want some bread? I've been trying to give you guys bread. And you won't take it. Take it! Take it, you think you're so smart? Okay, fine. You'll see you on the flip side. All right, so, and off you go now. You see, I'm not interested. Let's talk about some beautification. Now, this feels like it's kind of a given. But even with this area, ooh, a little Prezi just arrived for B-dubs at the front door. Okay. I'm excited now. I get to play. I got a little toy to play with that's going to help production value. But anyway, it seems easy, but there's a lot that goes into it. And so I did this forest over here, and I think a lot of people talk about that forest often. I think you guys like that forest a lot. This game tends to feel like there's not a lot you can do detail-wise, but the more you look at it, and the more you sit on it, sorry, and really think about your options, the better it can get. Bone meal is obviously your best friend when you're detailing, okay? You're going to want to have plenty of bone meal. Already this area is transforming, right? Get a little bit of that out of there. But any normal, boring grass areas, you bone meal them. And you're going to start getting some stuff that's going to instantly add detail. This is old trick. An old trick. But there are some other things you can do as well. So that's nice, right? That looks nice now. It looks better. It's an improvement from what we had before. Let's actually even get a little bit of this action going on in here. Not so much down here. I maybe want to try to get like a thing there. And a thing here in the corner. Maybe not one there. That's good. That's good. Okay. kind of make the street feel a little more overgrown than it is. Nah, I don't like that one. So anyway, that's cool. That's cool. But there are more things. Okay, you can do more. Let's take a tree that we're not really in love with, and I'm thinking this guy over here. We'll want to replace these trees eventually anyway, so it's okay. We'll get some shears, get some of these leaves. I guess. Ooh, do I have a new baby? Oh no, that guy's been around for a little bit. Get some of these leaves, right? And you can make some. Careful, careful, who you hit. Right, good. So we'll go in that area that we just bone mealed, and we'll hit it up with a little leaf action, just sparsely. But then it can kind of look like a little bush, even without the texture that I have on here. Even I'm thinking here could be nice, you know, random spots. Hit it with a little bit of a bush here and there. Boom. We'll get one here. We'll get one. Here, yeah, and here. Nice, nice. Now you see what's happening? It looks good, It's more inviting already. Even with this gross color that we're dealing with, it already is starting to look a lot nicer. Walking by this area. Now, in certain spots, you can overdo it with a bone meal. This is something that's rung in my head for quite some time. Zisto, way back in the day, he saw some stuff I was doing, and he was like, ugh, bone meal much? and he was right. I was doing kind of a modern build, and I had bone meal everywhere, and it doesn't fit. But in a situation like this, where you're making a lush, trying to make like a lush hobbit area, is very, very fitting. That's not all, though. That's not all. Let's get in here with some half a shrub, okay? And we'll kind of try to add like a little stone action. Boom. Maybe one right there, right? Actually, you know what? No, because we are using that for slabs, so that's gonna kind of confuse things in some situations. So let's go here and put a cobblestone right there. I need that dirt. Thank you. Okay. Just random cobblestone on the surface, on the top blocks. It adds a lot. And look at how this area is already transformed quite a bit. Just from the little that we've done here already. It kind of changes things quite a bit. Now you can mix this up. You can go here, go there. That's starting to look really, really nice. And if you want to get crazy, you double tall grass. Boom. Get a couple of double tall grasses in there to really make it feel even more overgrown, which can be cool, can be a good look, depending on what you're going for. Here, I think it's fitting. I think it works. So this now looks really, really nice. Just from that little bit that we did, there's so much more you can do. Okay, you can get a lot of different flowers that you're not used to seeing. Mushrooms are great, little mushrooms here and there. But the difficult thing about them, and the reason why the mushrooms worked out so great in the forest, is because it's dark. It requires a darker area for the mushroom to actually grow. So here we wouldn't really be able to take advantage of that, but look at that space now. Look at how good that looks in comparison to what we've been looking at so far. Now imagine what all this is going to look like. Look at this compared to this. Warm, inviting, makes you want to go there. This, not so much. So those are very little things. I see a lot of things. Boy, I love browsing the Reddit. And I see you. I see you. I see a lot of those builders out there, those BdoubleO builders. And, well, I know it's you guys from the resource pack most of the time. But you guys put some really good stuff out there. But I see a lot of suggestions sometimes from people asking suggestions. What should I do to this? Your build can be great, but I see a lot of people that pay little attention to the landscape. And the landscape can set your build off. Even this up here. This is unlandscaped. If I got trees in there and landscape that out, this wall would look so much more beautiful. So just keep that stuff in mind. There's a lot of other things you can do. I mean, even, boy, I wonder if I have any. Let's go check real quick, okay? Very little small trees. Okay, that might work. It might work. Ah, that might work even better. Let's get you out of there. And as a matter of fact, let's get some of this stone out of here that we're not really using. Hey, the act of love. Not so interested, are you? Yes, they are both interested. Okay, and give me a librarian. Oh, you suckers. They didn't do it. They didn't make it a baby. It's too bad. Okay, let's try this here. Let's go, where do we want to do it? Let's try like right. Now, if I go here, this fence is going to connect to this block. So that's not great for the start of a tree. We could actually, you know what though? If we go there, that might not be so bad. Okay. Even just that height, just three tall. And pop one on top. Let's just be a little sparse with it, right? And boom. And you kind of need something over here. That's kind of a nice look. I'm down with that. That looks good. It's a nice little tree action, right? If we ever get wooden cobblestone walls, you know what I mean, then you can do stuff like that a lot easier. But that's a nice, easy addition too. So all of a sudden, we go from something that's very barren, bland, boring looking to something that looks really, really nice. And actually, I learned this in the jungle with the NHO stuff, that mixing up the tree color, the birch, getting some birch in there or some, in this case, oak, can be very nice. All right, let's go here, here, and here. Okay? Just mix it up. You want to see some of the trunk. These are smaller guys. These are like my in-betweeners. These are kind of saplings, but not really. Little baby trees. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you're framing it out a little bit. It's a nice look. It's a nice look overall. So that's kind of how I go through my detailing. You got to just stop. You got to slow down. You got to just have the right materials, which is not much, really, and just spend some time in an area, looking at it, staring at it, doing all this back and forth stuff. And you can really quickly come up with something that looks very, very nice. Oh, yeah, it's really taking shape now, boys and girls, and men and women and grandma and grandpa. It's really starting to take shape. Now we're getting a beautiful, beautiful place, some place that I like walking through. I'm happy to walk through this place. It makes me feel nice. It makes me feel great inside of my stomach. Yeah. It's getting good. It's getting real good. Okay, so, what's new? What's new with you? I'm fine. Let's go down here, okay? Let's feel it now. Huh? Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Took a little different direction than I was thinking. I was thinking, beautification-wise, we would talk more about the buildings and stuff like that, but this is, once we got going, I realized, we don't talk about this much. Some things that I did on the side, when you're talking about bushes and adding bushes in, let's go another level, right? For you vanilla players, vanilla resource pack, you get your birch leaves and you get your spruce leaves, and now you have different colors of foliage, which really adds as well. Believe it or not, in the desert, the birch leaves right there look greener than the regular leaves. And the spruce, of course, looks even greener. So, more of a bluish green, but still, it adds a whole lot. So this area now, feeling very, very good. Some other additional things you can do, and this is the over-the-top stuff. But you get some buttons going, you know, pop some stones down here and there, which is, you know, can be a cool look. It doesn't add enough usually for me to really care much about it, but it can be a good thing. Dang it. That makes me sad. Okay. It can be a good thing. I don't want a flower right there. I'm wondering about these wooden buttons, how good these would be as well. Possibly cool. Possibly cool little goblets here and there. It's not bad. Not bad. So yeah, just these little itty little bits of detail can add so much, and you see it. You see it all over town already. And these guys love it as well. But another thing, I'm seeing something right over here that I think can really add to the visual look. And this is what I'm talking about. I get way more pleasure out of this. Way more pleasure out of this than I do out of any sort of like, what am I looking for? My lava bucket. There you are. I get more pleasure out of this than any sort of, you know, oh, we're doing redstone today, or we're doing an iron golem farm. Like that just doesn't get me like this does. Putting this together, this gets me. This makes me feel really good. If we had an iron golem farm, I'd be like, it's okay, but I feel way better about this. Just, I mean, adding this detail around, which honestly, I'm telling you, this is one of the things. It looks like a lot of effort went into it, but man, it's easy. I mean, we're talking just a few blocks placed here and there. And then just bone mealing? I mean, come on. It's a cakewalk, baby. I love it. So definitely get on this more. Get on this more, would you? It's going to help you a whole lot. So right here, what are we going to do? We're going to do a little waterfall action here. And let's see how we're going to do this. We're definitely going to want several of these. And I'm thinking even more, just in case. Okay, 8, maybe even more. All right, we use all those up. We're going to go to sleep real quick. I turned creeper damage off so I wouldn't be so worried about going to sleep early all the time. But now we're out here at this village and I don't want any zombies spawning, killing my villagers, which I've missed them on a couple of nights, but we're okay. All right, so let's see. You got to go. You've got to go. All right, and we're going to come down right here. Okay. Just for now, let's just get this kind of worked out, okay? We'll have a little bit of a pool up here. All right, okay. We'll knock this back. Take that down. And we'll go down here. I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking and feeling, okay? So then if we put some water up here, just for right now, it'll go like that. Now let's go back and take a look at that for the moment and see what that looks like. Because water is another thing you can add to your landscapes to really add to... See what I mean? See what I mean? We aren't done. We are not done. Okay, let's keep going. So we want to maybe build this out some more, but we'll see. We're going to knock some of this out. Okay. Yeah. All right. Ooh, what's back there? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. Knock this out, and this out, and that out, and this out, and this. Okay. Cool. Cool. I'm just kind of shaping some stuff here right now. All right, and then we'll just create like a little bit of a pool right here for collecting some water. So we're gonna have this go under the walkway there. I think that's gonna look really nice. We'll put cobblestone there for right now. Let's see if we can dig in here. Ooh, ha, ha. Jump, jump. There we go. All right. Right here. Okay. And we should get water coming through in just a second. Ooh, got to cover that up. Cover this up. There we go. We got some holes around. There we go. Water's coming through. Good. It's flowing that way. We can make it flow this way as well. All right. Let's see if this will do it. No, it's still going to flow that way. That's fine. That's not a big deal. What about now? Here we go. All right. All right, all right. Let's step back and take a look at it right now and see if how we have to shape it going forward. Oh my gosh, my wife made she made a shrimp and sausage gumbo. And it's spicy, but boy, is it good. Speaking of spicy, yeah, that's the look, baby. Hey, a baby gonna happen? I saw hearts. So when you come down here, you don't see it here. Well, you kind of do. But when you come down, you really get a nice look at it. Be a librarian. Do a librarian. They've pranked me a couple times, and they just pranked me again. Oh, well. Really, there's more we could do, but I say we just leave that. What is this? My wife just texted me. But I say we just leave it like that. Oh my gosh, Ari just found her toys, her favorite toys. Unbelievable. Okay. Yeah, Ari's toys were gone. Her favorite little, she really likes a Paw Patrols. And we thought she threw them away because she kept telling us the garbage man took them, but she just found them. So it's a good day in the B-Dubs household. So yeah, I mean, we'll knock this out, and we could fill that in if we wanted, but we don't really have to. Then, make a little bridge up here. I'm almost feeling like a negative on this bridge action. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. Or maybe. Okay. Oh, no. Can't. We could do this, actually. Okay. Watch this. So we flip this up. Flip this up. And then we go here. Whoops, wrong way. Wrong way, fool. Here. That's a little bit of a bridge. Let's see what that looks like. Fences might end up being better there, but that's not bad. Because I kind of like that there's some land there. It gives us some stability, makes it look a little nicer. That's pretty cool. I think I like it without the bridges. I think it looks good without them. Or without the little barriers here. We may do fences here. But for right now, I think this is the look. I love it. Whew. It looks good. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is, I think all in all, this is done. We're done with this. We don't need to do anything else to improve the look here. I think we got it. It's already looking just how we want it. The little things, I could putz around a little bit to try to do stuff, but it's not necessary. It's really not. So, boom, we come in here, we can get our paths going. Some more, and of course we're gonna have to move some stuff around, but this is it. This is our look, and I think it's great. So from here now, it's a cakewalk. Well, not really a cakewalk, but it's nice and easy because we've got kind of our nice terrain, and we get a feel for the place. We know how it's gonna feel, and that's the best part. So then the building comes a little bit easier. I love it. Okay, this looks beautiful. Hopefully this helps you guys. Hopefully this gives you some ideas when you're doing your builds and you're thinking, what can I do next to make this look good? This transfers right into your buildings too. I'm not saying bone meal and leaves, but I'm saying just look through. Go in creative mode. Look at all the blocks available to you and try a lot of different things out. The more detail you can put into it, as long as it's not over the top, the better it can look. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And we'll see you in the next episode.